I just wanted to go real quick over something, and then I'm going to read a comment from a viewer, and I'm going to answer the question. So I wanted to say something about the web and the digital publishing in general, which is what I call citability. I believe that we lost part of the ability to properly cite things with the web and digital publishing in general. And then the other thing I want to say about that is that I could take that idea and circumlocute to make it as though I were doing a filibuster. You know, like I could go back to what I was saying and circumlocute in a circle, say, because citability is something that books and other papers of record and these things in print and in other formats and other they are allow us to cite things precisely and so I keep going around in a circle and a circle. So now I'm going to answer the question. So the comment is as follows. I still don't know how Google PageRank algorithm interacts with keyword queries. What you are talking about points at something I am interested in and indeed goes to the heart of SEA. Currently, SEA is like the original Google algorithm. What needs to be done is to see how this interacts with certain keywords in quotation marks, in this case, social groupings or projects. That is, a project, in quotation marks, is a collection of individuals who are exerting effort in exploration of something. It is the social embodiment of the individuals who exert effort in creating their keyword query. This is powerful. So if you could make some headway in this area, that would be most revealing for me and all of us, I hope. So what I was going to say is that a project is not necessarily done by more than one person. A project would be an entity, granted, um, but it's a collection not necessarily of individuals exerting effort in exploration of something. It's more of a collection of acts of things that are contained within the concept of that project. We'll say I'm doing a project on citability, like I was talking about before. Well, everything that's in that project is designed to make that project go forward, and the project really is just, I mean, you could say that all actions are projects because all projects are history projects. That's one way to put it, but I'll get that into that in another video another time. But for now, the Google PageRank algorithm it's not clear to anyone really anymore what the algorithm is doing uh, with the query. We know that it has begun trying to understand just natural everyday speech, either through voice on the Android device or through the voice interface on the Google search web page. We know that they're creating a knowledge graph, which is that they're making connections between conceptual entities and real entities in the world, like in facts, and trying to flesh out this sort of knowledge base, if you will, that they use to better cater to the advertising business, that is one of their main businesses. Um, when I type in a query, it tries to show me also feedback in the way of suggestions or whatnot, so that it can help me reformulate my query because there's an ideal query for what I'm looking for. If what I'm looking for is on the web and is indexed in Google's index, which it creates through crawling pages on the web, what happens is that if what I'm looking for is in that index, then there's an ideal query that will make it appear at the top of the list of results. Yeah, even it could be hypothetical. We'll just say hypothetically this is true. So Google helps me get feedback. It'll ask me, are you sure you were looking for this? You sure you're not looking for this? These are other things that are similar to your textual or vocal input. So it does that kind of, has a huge part of it is going through that. The other part is to match like the keywords to the index. The index is just sort of like takes a scrape of content or whatever that, and so that it's a document-based retrieval system. That it has documents, which is the index. Each web resource has a place in the index, and they're connected to one another. It's constantly making connections, and it learns as you use it. So I don't know if I've answered the questions about Google's PageRank algorithm. I don't think that we can call it PageRank anymore. With all of the new additions that they've made, there was Hummingbird. There's all these different additions to the original. It's not just one algorithm. It's a massive code base of there's things that have to do with optimizing things at the level of the data warehousing and so forth. So It's not so trivial.